Star Wars films are basically silent movies, and they're designed as silent movies. Therefore, the music has a very large role in carrying the story, more than it would in a normal movie. Most movies, the story is carried by the dialogue. Star Wars films, the music carries the story. So that the music is extremely important, just as it would be in a silent movie. That connective tissue of how you get from, there's a lot of very quick transitions in Star Wars. You're moving from scene to scene and scene. It moves very fast. And without that music there to smooth it out and take you from point A to point B in a sort of elegant way, it becomes very jerky and confused, and the story doesn't work very well. The film doesn't work very well.
Don't be alarmed. It's only a laser sword fight. Don't be scared. It's only the Death Star destroying another world. Relax. It's only a movie, and it's all for fun. Director George Lucas and 20th Century Fox present Star Wars. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Don't be alarmed. It's only the death breath of the Dark Lord. Don't be scared. It's only an Imperial cruiser making the jump to light speed. Relax. It's only a movie, and it's all for fun. Director George Lucas and 20th Century Fox present Star Wars. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. There is nothing new under the sun, but under the small green fourth moon of Yavin, there is quite a different story. Director George Lucas and 20th Century Fox present Star Wars. Luke Skywalker is on a daring mission to rescue a beautiful princess, and all he needs is a little help from his friends. Han Solo, space pirate, and Chewie, his giant Wookiee, C-3PO, human relations cyborg, and his counterpart R2-D2, and the mysterious Jedi Knight. Never before in the history of movies has so much time and technology been spent just for fun. Star Wars. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Get Star Wars posters at Burger Chef.
R2-D2, hurry up.
That's right. 4 posters featuring the stars of Star Wars are at Burger Chef.
We'd like a Star Wars poster, please. R2, it's our lucky day. It's us.
Just buy a large serving of Coca-Cola for 49 cents at participating Burger Chefs, and a Star Wars poster is yours to control. There are 4 spectacular full-color Star Wars posters in all, so start your collection today.
R2, I think we'd better leave.
Star Wars posters, only at Burger Chef, while supplies last.
He was young, but he was ready. Ready to leave his home and everything he'd known to join the fight against the Empire. Armed with his father's lightsaber, he fought for his life, his friends, and the lovely Princess Leia. Luke Skywalker was ready. Luke Skywalker is back. Star Wars is back. Star Wars, rated PG, parental guidance suggested. All his life, he only cared about one thing. Himself. But now, the best hotshot pilot in the galaxy was playing babysitter to an old man, a green kid, 2 robots, and a princess. Han Solo really had his hands full. Han Solo is back. Star Wars is back. Star Wars, rated PG, parental guidance suggested. She was as tough as she was beautiful.
Here they come!
A gentle princess who could handle a blaster with the best of them. But all she had to do to save the Rebel Alliance was escape from the Death Star. Princess Leia was running out of time. Princess Leia is back. Star Wars is back. Star Wars, rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Okay, nearly at the end of this massive haul. Got a couple more figures to show you. This one's an AFA graded 90 Admiral Motti on the Power of the Force card from 1999. Hasbro Star Wars Power of the Force COMMTECH Admiral Motti, and the card gets 90, figure gets blister 90, figure 90. So it's a good grade, and I haven't got this. I've never had this figure before. I've always wanted it. The only two other figures on this card I've had are the Luke and the Han, and I just recently got an R2-D2 as well, but that's not graded. I need to show that as well. Okay, so this is Admiral Motti, and he comes now with a COMMTECH chip. You can see the COMMTECH. So this was just before Episode 1 figures came out. So the card is very similar to Episode 1 card, except instead of Darth Maul, they've got Darth Vader there, and instead of being green, it's that they moved to red with Episode 1 cards. You can see the figures there. It's quite a good figure with a twist in his arm. I don't know if that bend in the elbow makes his arm a bit too long, but he's grasping at his collar. Comes with an Imperial blaster, and it's a proper uniform there. So Admiral Motti, he's the one that, well, everyone knows in A New Hope, he says that next to the power of this Death Star, you know, and Darth Vader gets a bit miffed about what he's saying, and Vader sort of strangles him to prove the point that the Force is more powerful than a Death Star. Okay, and he comes with Imperial blaster, picture of the character on the COMMTECH chip, and we turn it around, we can see that it has a picture straight from A New Hope. Admiral Motti, the senior Imperial commander in charge of operations on the original Death Star. Admiral Motti often disagreed with the decisions of Darth Vader. His outspokenness almost cost him his life when Vader used the Force to strangle the Admiral into silence, until Governor Tarkin tells him that's enough. And then it says there, a generation has passed away since young Anakin Skywalker began his epic journey as a Jedi apprentice. The evil empire has destroyed all remnants of the old Republic and cast a shadow of oppression over the entire galaxy. Amid the darkness, a simple farm boy named Luke Skywalker ignites the Rebel Alliance with the power of the Force to become a new hope for restoring freedom in the galaxy. There you got the COMMTECH reader. Now action figures talk, and the other figures in this line. There wasn't many. The Luke and the Han, those two I've got. Admiral Motti, Darth Vader, Chewbacca, Stormtrooper, and Princess Leia. And there was also an R2-D2 as well. Okay, 1999, so it's 99. I thought this came out slightly earlier, 98, but it's obviously 99. COMMTECH reader, which is more to do with Episode 1. And here we have another look at the figure. Call it Bright Today. Nice card. I think these cards look amazing, and they're getting on a bit. 13 years old now. Admiral Motti. Should be too much. I mean, in the UK you're talking about maybe £7 to £10 carded, and then graded double that, 20 quid. That's what this was. So, Star Wars, Power of the Force, Admiral Motti, 1999. Okay, my battery's running out, so I need to get going. I've got one more figure to show you. Hopefully I don't want to have to charge this camera up again. Okay, nice look though, nice and bright today. Freezing cold, but this figure looks amazing like this. If I can get a bit better shot of the actual figure. The lightness isn't too bad. The costume looks pretty authentic. Limited articulation to the hips, the waist, the shoulders, the elbow, just to clasp his throat, and the neck. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on to the next